Hey everybody, Shane here, dailyastrocat.com, and I've got astrology for you for the 16th week of the year that I've been keeping track of, right? And it's Sunday, and it's the 12th of April. So what do I got going on? Well, the moon's going to be in Aquarius all day long, right? Innovative Aquarius, unique Aquarius. Aquarius with the messy hair, right? Albert Einstein's Aquarius. Yes, that's the ticket. Look, the moon is square Venus at 1:43 a.m., and this can certainly feel uncomfortable in the early hours. Right about the time this is being recorded. So, look, even with Venus as a benefic, there are some setbacks that are more difficult than others to assimilate, especially if it's something new and unexpected. Today, we step into what it is we need to be doing with technology. Look, stop putting it off. Let's just get it dealt with, okay? Because I had a frustrating time yesterday with a little bit of technology that I have because I just have emails that are just messed up and it never replies correctly. So, I can't even use the phone, my work phone, to reply to emails from customers or anything like that because of the sensitivities of it and stuff like that, marking them private or internal use and stuff. And I don't know if it has something to do with that or it's got something even more deeper and sinister. I don't think it's sinister, but I mean, it's just messed up. So I may have to spend some time with tech, the IT people tomorrow, just to try to straighten that out. Now, look, deal with whatever it is you're dealing with today. So that's probably what I'm planning to do today for the early part, right? Look, we can get creative today as Mars is quickly approaching Neptune and Aries, okay? Yeah, that's going to be a good point. And today's keyword is poison, as in poisonous plants. Now, the color is a green stem with purple colorations. This is starting to sound personal, right? I had a great day yesterday. I worked until about 2:30, came home and started working in the yard. Temperatures were perfect, and we managed to clear the backyard of leaves that tend to grow gather near the fence. Didn't think anything of it, right? Just clearing out stuff, yanking things up, wearing gloves, of course, right? All that stuff. Look, rolled out the grill, had a fantastic meal, and we just had a great time. That was until I took a shower later on. For some reason, didn't even notice it, feel it, or anything. The lower left hand, the lower left leg, above the ankle, but not quite the calf, just started burning, like sting, burn, right? Looked down and there's 3 scratches, prominent scratches on it. And it felt like there was something in the actual scratches. No idea, right? And I'm blind, so I didn't have my, I don't wear glasses in the shower. So I had to stop the shower, get out, get my glasses, take a look at it, and I'm like, what is this? Okay, I was wearing long pants. It wasn't like I was wearing shorts or anything like that. So whatever it is, it was through the pants, right? I suspect it's giant hogweed. I don't know what kind of shape it would be out in the yard. I did go back to a portion that we usually don't clear that much. Not that it's a huge yard or anything like that, but there was a vine that was growing on the fence. Not hogweed, because hogweed's a plant. And when I took the vine up, it just kept on going and going and going. And when I pulled it up by the roots, and I stepped over into the area that hadn't been raked or anything yet. And I suspect that's probably where I contacted it. But anyway, second the water hit my leg, it was like, it was almost like I couldn't stand. I mean, honestly, there was a point where it just was so surprising that it was just my leg just about went out from under me. It was unreal. Just the hot water just made it go like that. I actually had to wake Carrie up and say, "Hey, can you take a look at this?" And she took a picture of it, and she's like, "Oh, it's just scratches." I said, "No, there's some blistering going on there." And sure enough, when I came downstairs here, I could see where it was blistering and weeping just a little bit. So I washed it. Probably going to try to wrap it in T-shirt tonight and get it just to isolate it. Not earlier, but last fall at work, we did a volunteer project at an equestrian center, and we did some landscaping outside of it. And there was landscaping and a deck built, and there was a fire pit built, and there was a bunch of people there from my company, and we were all doing different things. Well, the women that were doing the landscaping with me all contacted this hogweed. Now, I was wearing gloves the whole time, so I didn't really pay too much attention of it. I was pulling it out like crazy, but I had gloves on, and I'm pretty careful about doing stuff with those kind of things. Anyway, they were picking up big armfuls of these things and taking them out back and throwing them in a compost heap, and they ended up getting these horrific looking rashes and burns all over their arms, and some had them on their face. Yeah, it was pretty bad, and it spread like crazy. Nobody was quite sure what it was at the time. They looked it up and they said it was hogweed. I would not be surprised if this were not hogweed, because it just the scratches that are on the leg is just crazy. And it wasn't like it was careless. I'm not wearing shorts or anything. I have long pants on and socks, all that stuff, right? Yep. So anyway, that's where we're at. That's where the poisonous comes from, because I'm sitting here and I'm just feeling like it just doesn't feel right. It's not that I don't feel bad from it, but it just does not feel right. I'm going to wrap it up in a t-shirt tonight, I think, to try to sleep. Anyway, and I didn't get any sleep last night. So, I got like 4 hours last night. So got to try to get some today, but this kind of threw me for a loop. So now, I'm not going to get that much sleep tonight either. But that's okay. I have to do Astrocat, right? Got to do it for you guys. So anyway, look, I bewildered by this, right? Today's astrology is a reminder that seemingly normal things can get weird quickly, all right? Like the Army helicopters that are flying around the house lately. The hell is that? All right? No idea. Saw a couple of them today, and I'm just, why are there? I don't even ask. All right, I was used to it from growing up. I grew up near an Air National Guard base, and they were constantly doing drills and stuff like that. But there's nothing around here. So we have there's a research laboratory in Natick for the Army. That's the closest Army facility that we have, because they send stuff to, I can't talk about that. Anyway, yes, there's an Army facility in Natick. It's the laboratories. Anyway, so today we have to spend time getting an aspect of our personal technology under control. Yep, for me, that's that email. I don't know what it is for you, but for me, it's that email, right? So I got to tell you something, right? Moon and Aquarius, how fucking unique is that hogweed stuff on the leg, right? Thought I was accomplished. We did accomplish something. I accomplished a huge amount of stuff. Those leaf bags and stuff. We ended up bagging 12 bags of that stuff today, and they're packed pretty well. There's even an ex-rabbit fur in one of them, because one of them met an untimely demise in the backyard, and all that was left was just fur. Whatever caught it, ate it completely. Not even bones back there. So, look, you can't get much more on the nose for Aquarius than that, right? Just that whole experience. Look, AI, we got to get the tech stuff under control. AI may have some uses, and it's time to put this technology to work for us if we're not doing it. It's a great thing to do. I have an idea of how to use it. I've been playing around with it and stuff, and I think it can help me in my 3D things. And, trust me, it doesn't get any more unique than that, right? We got to just keep on going. And look, hopefully the moon sextile Chiron means that my poisonous scratches take a turn for the better, because that's tonight, okay? So I'm really hoping on that. I'm banking on that. I'm like, oh, good. I hope that really works out so it doesn't spread or anything like that, because don't want that. If you'd have seen the arms on those ladies, it was like, whoa, that's tough. All right, so in 2012, the Bodleian Library, that's part of Oxford University, and the Vatican Libraries announced over 1.5 million pages of ancient texts will be made available across the internet. Cool, right? Yeah, get your ancient texts on. And that's not texting. That is reading, okay? And our birth is in 1961. It's Lisa Gerrard. She's from Dead Can Dance, and she is an Australian singer-songwriter. She did the music for Gladiator, Belibo, and Dune. And she's also an award-winning film score composer because she actually did the first two, Gladiator and Belibo, and then Whale Rider as well. She's born in Melbourne, Australia. Happy birthday, Lisa. And that's all I have for you. So let's recap, shall we? Our keyword is poisonous, as in poisonous plants. Yay, Shane. And the color is a green stem with purple colorations, which is a signature of giant hogweed. I'm going to go out and look for some of that stuff now. All right, so thank you for joining me. I appreciate and love every single one of you. Today's a 5. Happy astrocatting.